Behind the scenes, however, media companies are putting more brain power into what NFTs and more broadly the blockchain can do. Wait, what's the blockchain? Oh, Kayleigh wrote this. I can ask her. Hey, Kayleigh, I just read your story about publishers using the blockchain. Quick question.
Are not limited to selling NFTs. How does the blockchain work? Well,
Blockchain is basically a new age notary that is completely decentralized, so there is no central authority that runs it. Two parties agreed to a deal, and the blockchain provides a continuous record of all transactions that occur, as well as security measures to certify no one is acting maliciously and lying about sent or received funds.
Cool. What does the blockchain consist of, though?
Milo, some decency, please. Hey. Shush. 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 Very good. Okay.
It all begins with a Genesis block, which is the origin of the blockchain. What's in that block varies, but essentially it includes a timestamp, transaction information, and a unique identifier for the blockchain that gets carried throughout each block. New blocks form continuously, and every time someone buys, sells, mints, or mines on the blockchain, that information gets added to an existing block that isn't yet verified. Once a block is verified, transactions move on to the next block that's waiting to be verified. There's a chance your transaction isn't verified in one block, but it can be moved on to the next. All of that information continually gets hashed together. Each block contains a hash from the previous block, and this data is unique and acts as a unique identifier for a specific block. If someone went to a block and changed the data, the resulting hash would be different, alerting everyone of malicious activity.
Wait. How is it secured if it's decentralized? Without anyone regulating it, doesn't that make the blockchain inherently have security issues?
Actually, no, not really.
In a way, people using the blockchain become the regulators of how it's used, and there are built-in safeguards to ensure that no one is taking advantage of the system. And this is where consensus algorithms, or the ways in which blocks are created and validated, come into play. You might have heard of the terms proof of work or proof of stake, for instance.
Let's say I haven't.
All right, we're going there.
So blockchains are created using what are called consensus algorithms, which are built into the blockchain to protect its immutable integrity. There are two common types, proof of work and proof of stake. Proof of work relies on a ton of computational energy and programming to ensure that everything happening on the blockchain is valid. Essentially, there are a bunch of computers connected to a proof of work blockchain, which are called nodes. And the nodes are each running programs needed to find the information necessary to create a block or mine a new coin, as well as use that information to maintain the integrity of the blockchain. In a proof of work blockchain, this is called the nonce, which is a random large number. All of the blocks are connected with that information from the previous block, and it's kind of like a Russian nesting doll. In a proof of stake blockchain, instead of a bunch of nodes running proof of work algorithms to find that information, nodes put up collateral so that the blocks they create are selected to be added to the blockchain. If they're caught lying or falsifying block information, they lose that collateral. But if they don't lie, they get rewarded with additional coins. There are pros and cons of both algorithms, but both of them work to a degree. Proof of work gets criticized for using a lot of energy and therefore having a negative impact on the environment, but it is by nature slightly more secure because it doesn't require as much human verification. Proof of stake, however, uses less energy, which is better for the environment, but also tends to favor those who already are more wealthy and can put up more collateral.
Do you feel like this is unnecessarily complicated to follow? Please say yes.
Yeah, but it kind of has to be.
Okay. Makes sense. Thanks for explaining.
Anytime. How does the blockchain work? Again? copy and paste.